Hey
Now
there.
you pre-
Hey everybody. This could be a very boring day. I asked
yeah, today is
I asked Elder what he had trouble with grammar, and we've got, I think, potentially, I don't know. It sounds like a boring topic to me. We'll see. We'll see how we do. So
well.
you guys can see Kitty over here in the back. Kitty is sitting on my old computer. Oh, I think he's jumping over to visit me. And Elder,
Okay.
we are in Malaysia. Elder is over in Peru. How is Peru today?
Well, today Peru is the weather is good,
Yeah.
and well, that's
You still have trouble with your headset, huh? I see you playing with your headset all the time, and I have when I use normal Apple headsets, I have the same problem. The one this ear, my headset always falls out, so I actually bought one of these exercise headsets, and
okay.
this one's nice. You can bend it when any way you want, so it's actually quite comfortable. Just as an idea,
Yeah.
as a suggestion. So
Thank you.
So anyway, I asked Elder, "Hey, what do you have trouble with grammar for English?" And Elder said,
I don't know what is about a mixed conditional.
"So mixed conditional, great," says the American guy. "What's that?" And Elder says,
Is the grammar? Is grammar and is the tense when you mix present, past perfect, future conditional,
"I I
maybe.
like I like the next thing you told me earlier as well, though. Do you know what these things are in Spanish, or did you before 10 minutes ago when we were both looking at it for a while?"
What words?
All these grammar things. Past preterite, yeah, we can figure out past preterite in Spanish, okay, but mixed conditionals in Spanish, can you explain that to me? Yeah, huh? What?
I don't know what makes conditional.
Yeah, yeah, good. That's a problem. That's a problem for a lot of people. There are people that say very validly most people can't teach, right? Because if we sit down, you've got this term from class, and it's a correct term. It's the correct term for the language construct, right? And I don't know what it means. If we say it for you in Spanish, it'll be the same thing. It's like I can talk, I can tell you if you say it wrong, but is this the right thing? Yeah, not sure. So we are going to talk about this. We will learn and get better at it, but we're going to do it by visiting a couple websites, not because I can go draw it out on the board. I mean, I've got a whiteboard, but yeah,
Uh,
I'm not going to try to teach this. Let's just go figure it out. Hang on, I got to shut my air conditioning off. I'm getting cold.
okay, but maybe this is
Hi, Kitty.
maybe this is important when you use for writing essays, other tips for.
Well, it's important for actually expressing yourself correctly in some situations. It's not something you use very commonly. So I just show you. Kitty is now happily sitting over here, and we went to the United States, and I haven't put my jacket away yet. It's been sitting here for a month. So Kitty is over here, and he's being
maybe maybe it was cheater.
maybe it was what?
It was shiver, shiver. Estaba temblando. That is
No.
because he put on your jacket.
Ah, yeah, that, we we keep the bedroom pretty cold, and all the cats, even our short-haired cat, when she was really old and she was quite sick, she would still come in the bedroom, and it scared me. I just it just seemed like it was going to be too cold for her, but she didn't seem to mind. So, and their fur, I don't know. I don't understand how they're okay with, you know, 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 centigrade, and they're okay with 20. I if we had snow, I'm sure he'd be out playing in the snow, you know. Their fur is
I
pretty
don't understand.
snow.
No, it's no. I understand, but
Oh.
the whole message I don't understand about
And
your final message.
I just use a conditional naturally, didn't I? If we had snow here, Kitty would be out playing in the snow.
By playing.
Playing.
Ah, o sea, if had snow, Kitty by playing estaría jugando en la nieve.
Yeah, you're missing a couple of words in both of those phrases. So try that again.
Okay. In English, in Spanish.
Well, English. You can do it in English. I just said it. You know what I said. You should be able to do it again.
If I had snowed, Kitty 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 would be playing
There you go.
uh, would be playing would be playing in the outside your home.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah, I say the grammar, but I don't use, for example, zero conditional, first conditional, and second and third.
and everybody,
I'm not used
I
when I speak.
I never heard of these things until 10 minutes ago. So, yes, I use them. I say them, but I don't know the term. So, I'm learning these terms right now. We got, I think, 3 websites up, and we're looking at them. Um, but okay,
Yeah.
back up though. Back up. You said if I had snowed.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you
It's
can snow. I don't think you can snow. Maybe if I do this. If it had snowed, not if I had snowed. Say it again. I heard I, not it. If it had snowed.
if it is not,
Okay.
yeah,
Do you?
Kitty Kitty
Okay.
would be playing outside your home.
How do I? Let's see. Where's my notepad? Let me do a notepad here. So actually, this is a good idea. Let's do this. If it had snowed,
You use the third conditional. You said if it had snowed.
and third conditional is a non-real hypothetical. These the technical terms for these things are very picky.
Picky, picky. I can see these words. Uh,
Um,
Picky.
yeah, I just figured it out the other day with somebody. Yeah, there's a good specific word in Spanish for that. I'd have to go look it up again. Let me share my screen here quickly. These are a couple things that I heard you say. So let me get this on the screen. Notes, which one is it? I think it's this one. Okay. So you can see this now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If it is,
So
yeah.
I need
If it has snow,
what I heard if I had snow. That's what I heard you say. Let me see. I can change that to I'm going to get all fancy here. There we go.
yeah, I say this. If I had snow,
Did you say that? Did you say that?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
because
Okay.
si yo hubiera nevado.
Yeah. Yeah. It's difficult. It's difficult. Maybe, but yeah, not likely. Um, and we know we're having trouble saying jumping jacks. And what's another good? If you say imagine, how well do you say the word imagine? That's
Imagine.
that's pretty good. The J sound, that is actually a J sound. So that one seems fine. How about I'm thinking in Spanish now. Um,
Imagine. Imagine.
can you
Imagine. But
you can say green, okay? Green is fine, right?
green.
Starting a word with a G is okay. Um,
Green. Green.
yeah,
Green apple. Green car.
okay. How about gringo?
There is a gringo. Gringo. Gringo.
Okay, that one's good. Your vowels are off again. Your I sounds a little strange. Um, I don't have a good example where there's a G in the middle of the word and you'd mispronounced it. I need to have my little notes open when we're talking from now on because this is really good. I can just jot things down easily this way. Okay, so that jumping jacks. Okay, I got to come up with a good example for G of something that you had trouble with. Okay, so you were saying third conditional. So first and second, real things, habitual, repeated. Third and fourth, um, hypothetical,
Okay.
maybe, right? Um, and then mixed, uh, present plus future, past plus present, something like that. So mixed tenses. So
Mm, Past perfect.
so that's more difficult. So um, if I understood by looking at the stuff quickly, the first two, let me switch over to a different screen. So I got to come back here. I'm going to go back on screen. Hi there, guys. And then I'm going to go back to my browser window. I think that's this one. Let's see. That looks good. And actually, I want to be on. Okay, so this one is on a website called estrellamountain.edu. And basically, what this says is the first one is present real, or factual. And the second one is future real and factual. So those ones you're okay with those, right? You're saying those are good?
If I drink coffee,
I hear
sorry,
I hear Star
tell me
Wars.
again. Tell me again. Tell me again, please.
The first two, zero and first conditional, those ones you're saying you're good with those? Those make sense?
Yes, I can make sense.
Okay. They make sense. Okay, so first conditional, if I drink coffee at night, I don't sleep well. Fact, it has happened before. It's just a repeated thing. The second one is future, real thing. So if I drink coffee now, I won't sleep well tonight. So that's talking, well, I guess that's talking,
Yeah, maybe I can say if my laptop fell down, it doesn't work. And for the first condition, if I don't study hard, I won't pass the exam.
oh man. Okay, so technically this one says present real. If I drink coffee at night, okay, if I drink coffee at night. So at night, that makes this one a repeated habitual thing. Okay. The second one says if I drink coffee tonight. So that is a conditional thing for later tonight. If I do that, then I won't sleep well. So in the first one, habitually, if I drink coffee at night, I don't sleep well. That's a repeated thing that I've experienced multiple times. If I drink coffee tonight, I won't sleep well. So that's something that I haven't done it yet, but I'm pretty sure I know the result. So then the second conditional form says a future unreal. Okay. So rather than if I drink coffee tonight, now we go conditional and say if I drank coffee tonight. Okay. Um, and that's actually like subjunctive in English, isn't it? Drank. Um, so if I drank coffee tonight, I wouldn't sleep well. Okay. Yeah, I can't explain these things. I'd have to go look up all these tenses. I can say them. I can kind of explain the difference between them. This one is the first one is talking about um, it's a habitual thing. It happens over and over. It it it's repeated. I have experience with this. I know it. It happens over and over. The second one is just talking. If I do this thing, I know the result. Um, and then this third one, it is more conditional. If I drink coffee tonight, by going from drink to drink, you're just going that one step more hypothetical, less real, more, um, yeah, more hypothetical. And then the last one on this page that I'm looking at says, if I had drunk. So that's a past thing. If I had done this thing earlier, then this other thing would have happened, but also earlier. They're both in the past. That's complicated.
Yes, the first is past perfect and it is past perfect. I mean,
Yeah,
past
yeah.
perfect.
And I can do these things in Spanish. when I start trying to do them, though, I get confused a lot of times, and I put in too many extra helpers, and I just turn the sentences inside out, and they sound really funny. But the thing is, I think people still understand anyway. Even if you add a couple extras, if I would have, if I would have maybe, you, you, you know, people understand. They understand what you mean, I think. Um,
Yeah.
so okay, so these ones. Do these ones seem okay? I know you realized earlier they pretty much it's the same thing in Spanish, really. So this is one of those situations where, like, if I do it in Spanish in my head, I might be able to explain it better because I studied the stuff in Spanish. I never studied it in English, or if I did, I was 7 years old. 10 years old. If you think about the stuff in Spanish, is it easier? It's more familiar, right? You use this stuff in Spanish.
See, I use these tenses in Spanish. It's the same.
So
Do you want translate?
what's that?
Do you want translate?
Do I want to translate them? Yeah, we could do that. Um, I think the point is you can relate to using these things in Spanish. You haven't experienced them that much in English, so you just they're not familiar in English, right? Is that fair?
Fair.
Is that a fair statement? With Spanish, you say these things in Spanish. They're familiar in Spanish. But with English, you haven't seen them very often. They're not real common.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
I'm trying to ask you a question, and I don't think you can hear me well because you're not answering.
No, es similar, me estás diciendo, y no lo uso muy a menudo.
Sí, y por eso en inglés, como son bastante raros, no los han escuchado. Tienes
No,
que,
no, no.
tienes que pasar más tiempo con inglés para oír todas esas cosas en idioma natural. We can create a
Ya.
situation. We can create a learning situation for it, but to hear people use these things just normally, or to hear them in a movie, yeah, it can take a bit. But the thing is, too, you may have heard them and just not realized. Notas a veces que hay tiempos en que estudias algo y entonces de repente oyes esta palabra o esta función de inglés 10 veces en la próxima semana porque estás enfocado. Es posible que es posible que notes algo de esas frases esta semana porque estás pensando ahora en esto.
Estas frases de acá, o sea, como
Uh,
en los textos.
no, the grammar function, just these conditional, because we're talking about them, they might jump out at you as you're reading, as you're watching movies. You might not have noticed them before. You'll probably notice them this week because we're talking about it. You're thinking about it. Your brain is going to be watching for these things this week.
But in the movies, and sometimes appear these tenses, but no more.
They're not used often, right? They're kind of rare. Same for Spanish, right? You don't say these things that often.
Yeah, I don't use more often these words.
Maybe if we were
But in
lawyers.
the text, but in the text or in the text, I can see I can see more.
And I'm not sure what you're pronouncing. You do or you do not see these when you're reading? Which did you want to say? That you have seen these when you're reading? I couldn't understand what you said.
Ah, in the text, I can't see more. No lo veo, o sea, esas condiciones tampoco en los textos.
Okay. So, uh, you don't see or you haven't seen. If you say I can't see, es decir, mis ojos no funcionan.
Yeah, I, sorry, I don't see, o sea, no lo he visto.
Yeah. Um,
I haven't seen,
or maybe
it's more correct.
like I'm saying though, maybe you have seen them and you just didn't realize. So now that now that we're talking about this, you might notice these things in the next week. Okay, so let me just take a look again. You also mentioned mixed conditional, and we'll go look at that in a minute. But these all kind of look mixed to me, I think. If I drink, okay, that's future. I don't sleep, okay, future, fine. If I drink, I won't sleep. Okay, well now this is future conditional, okay?
Okay.
If I drank, past simple, I wouldn't sleep, past conditional, okay? And if I had drunk, now this is past conditional, I wouldn't have slept. So, okay, yeah. So this goes from simple past to past conditional, and this one starts with past conditional and goes to past more conditional. Yeah, okay. And you can probably tell us the proper terms for those tenses because you're studying this stuff right now. Okay. And this is where we get to things like hubiera and hubiese in Spanish. So that gets fun. Okay, so that's the simple stuff. Let's go take a look. You also mentioned mixed. So I found another website here, ef.com, and I just searched Google and I found this. So mixed conditionals. This place is called Education First, and they look like they got some good stuff here. So this page is complicated. So we got mixed conditional, and first they got an area of present result of a past condition, okay? And that goes to here. And then we got past result of present or continuing condition. So that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. So basically the examples on the other page, well, they did go, I guess those ones, okay, so the ones on the other page, this is future, that's future. This is future, this is future. This is past, 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 past. So the difference here is they're saying past result,
Past perfect.
present result of a past condition. So you are actually, yeah, okay. So we're talking last night and today. We're talking today and tomorrow. So that's what they mean by mixed. The tenses are getting mixed. I'm
Sí,
catching
sí.
I'm catching
had
on.
happened.
If this had happened in the past, then this would happen. So if I had been, let's see, if I had been on my motorbike, I would have had an accident. No, that's not correct. No, I'm still saying past. So let's see. If I had been on my motorbike, I would be sunburned now because it's a sunny day. Okay, yeah, that's a good example. They've actually got a lot of good examples right here. If I had worked harder at school, I would have a better job now. Ha ha ha.
Si hubiera trabajado duro en la escuela, hubiera tenido un buen trabajo ahora. Ah, ya.
Ahora tendría un trabajo mejor.
Mhm. I would have a better job.
Now, what I don't exactly understand yet is this page, they've got this broken into two pieces. So present result present result of past conditions. So we're talking about yesterday and today type thing. They've got two sections. They got one for form, and they got a different section for function. And I think it might have to do. Yeah. So this is really technical. They're saying on the first one, the if clause is past perfect. And on this one, it's a conditional.
It's the main clause.
The conditional is past. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. So I'm not going to bother trying to understand that. So here's some more examples. If I had studied, I would have my driving license. And they're further explaining, but I didn't study. This stuff is complicated. If you had crashed the car, you might be in trouble. Yeah, that's very true. If you had crashed the car into the lake, you might have gotten away with it because nobody would know where the car is. Yeah. Okay, so wow. This is okay. You and I, we've had a bit of a discussion of how to study, right? Do you? I'm going to come back on screen here. So, Elder, I want to ask you. Do you have fun studying these conditionals?
No.
No, I'm not surprised. Here is I think this is an example of a good time to not really study. Have you tried studying? Have you put your elbows on the desk and tried to like study the stuff? Have you done that? Dude.
I don't. Oh no, I don't understand.
Okay.
Ya que comiste con mi cabeza.
Have you sat down and like tried to force the stuff into your brain, the rules for the conditionals? Have you tried to study it like that?
No te entendí.
Okay. ¿Por el ruido allí o O lo que dije. O como lo dije.
No sé, o sea, la parte de la última no te entendí, o sea,
Okay.
try to tratar de ver las reglas, no sé.
Bueno, de estudiarlas, de ponerlas en tu mente por fuerza de estudiar fuerte. ¿Lo has hecho así o cómo has estudiado?
About the mixed conditionals,
Yeah,
about the mixed conditionals.
all of this stuff.
How
How
but
did you try to
I
study?
don't know. I don't know what is how to use mixed conditional, but others I studied pair zero,
Okay.
zero, second and third.
Okay.
I studied, but I say the grammar when you put, for example, for zero conditional, you put present and present, and the verbs past simple to future, and the second conditional is past perfect and would
Yep.
would have must past participle, and the third conditional is past perfect would be have. I don't remember the third conditional.
Would be
Uh,
have is not
no, sorry. Only add half. Only add half. The second is would would must past participle, and the third is would have. Add the auxiliary have. No, the
sure. This is confusing. So here's an example of something that I would. Problem is, you're not going to encounter it very often. See, if you had 6 months and you could just learn this kind of along the way slowly. I think the best way to study this stuff is like read both of these 2 pages and just read them. Don't try to study, just read them. So this page here for ef.com, let me get this back on my screen again. If this will cooperate, let's see. There we go. Mixed conditional. Okay. So I would actually rather see you just read this whole page. Just read it top to bottom. Kind of slowly, so you actually get all the words into your brain. But don't worry so much. Like, don't worry so much about actually matching these examples with that description. Just read them. Just read them so your brain sees them. Right? It's like it's just being familiar. And if you read this now, and then you read it maybe 2 more times today, your brain will be focusing on this. It will. And then if you read it again tomorrow 2 or 3 times, and then you read it again the day
okay.
after.
But how use it? How use it in real situation when, for example, para que se me quede ya en la cabeza ya, o sea,
Okay, well now
for example, this
that's
stuff is not more common. It's not more common use, and that is because
very true. Very
I
true.
I, I know the grammar, but if I not use if I don't use or if I don't use, and maybe I forget.
I don't think you'll forget it though, really. I mean the what I don't think is real good is to try to just cram it in your brain. What is much better is to get a little bit of it over time. So if you read these pages and read them once a day for the next 30 days, the gentle exposure, it will soak in. It'll be in there, right? If you only read the stuff 3 times, it's not as strong. But if you read it 30 different days, it's in there. It is in there. Now, you asked a different question though. When you try to say this stuff, oh, that's different, right? That's if you're trying to say it, that's different.
Yeah, that
When
is.
you, but the thing is,
For example,
yep,
when I have exam and then I see this stuff, I see this stuff, and
yeah.
then I remember. Yeah, I remember. But for example, I remember how to use the first, the zero, the third, and then I put the correct grammar. But when I speak, that is the problem.
Well,
I
and
have I confuse.
well, and exactly. Um, some things when you speak, sometimes you'll say something and you'll hear and you go, oh, that's wrong. But this is complicated. It's going to be, it can be even hard in Spanish to go, wait a minute, did I say that right? Right? I mean, some days you're just like, oh man, I give up.
Renuncio, ¿eh?
Right? That happens in Spanish, right? Your own language. There's some days you're like, I forget. I don't know, whatever. That happens,
Yeah.
right? So, okay. So when would you really do something like this for a mixed? So, um, if I'd worked harder at school, I would have a better job now. Those are pretty easy, right? That's not the ones you're asking about, I don't think. Or is it?
Yeah. If I read, I absorb, but
Do you have trouble coming? These ones seem pretty simple to me. The first chunk on this page.
no.
What's on
I
my?
ask this. I ask about this because in my university, uh, still yet, sorry, uh, still teach yet, o sea, todavía.
Yeah, todavía que.
To-
Dices que todavía van a poner un examen otra vez o que ya
no, todavía no nos enseñan, no nos enseñan esto.
no, okay, todavía no, okay. Bueno, ¿y cuándo van a estudiar esto? ¿Dentro de una semana o un mes?
Maybe this cycle, English says.
Okay, so during this semester.
During this semester.
Okay. Well, please then, please, just read these pages twice a day. Just start doing that. Read them twice a day. Once, in the afternoon and once at night. Because
Okay.
your brain will absorb this stuff. The when your brain sees this twice a day, it'll start producing. You said when you start trying to talk, then you get confused. Well, if you read these twice a day for 30 days, when you start trying to talk, your brain will have a better pattern. You will be less confused. I promise you. Just because your
Okay.
brain will see this as a pattern, and it'll understand better where the words fit together. That's why English is easy now, because there's so much of it you've seen over and over and over again. your brain knows the pattern, right? It knows to put the square thing in the square hole. It knows that different things come in an order. This is complicated, but show it to your brain 20 and 60 times, and your brain will absorb the pattern without you forcing it. You don't need to sit here and stare at it and go, "Oh my gosh, I got to figure it out." You don't have to. You can just put it, just read the words and let your brain absorb. And the good thing is, you said you haven't studied it yet, so you've got time. You can do it ahead of time. Beautiful. So, but you did actually ask, when would you really use this stuff? So which things on this page would you not be able to come up with your own example for? Or what do you find, what do you have trouble with?
I don't have trouble if I read the
If you read it.
examples.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't have.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you have trouble coming up with the examples, or do you have trouble saying what you want to mean in a real situation?
I have trouble when I saying in the real situation.
Oh, you do? Okay. So it's not, you're not having trouble coming up with some fake situation. You actually get to a situation and go, I want to say this, and I can't figure it out.
Sorry. What's the meaning about the figure it out? Figure
Figure it
out,
out.
figure out.
Ah, it's almost like calculate. It's you're actually trying, figure out means to wow, how do I explain that without saying figure it out? It you've got a problem. There's something you want to do, and you've got to find a way to do it. So you want to say this idea that's in your head, and you've got to find a way to say it with words. Finding a way is figuring it out.
Descifrar.
Yep, más o menos.
Okay, well.
Puede ser averiguar, puede ser, pero es más algo de, estás pensando, haces un trabajo para averiguar. No encuentras, bueno, puede ser también que encuentras una respuesta, pero figure it out tiene ese sentido de hacer un esfuerzo para calcular, para, hacer figuras is to do math. Figure it out,
Yeah.
kind of like that too. Yeah, so what I think what you're saying is you get to a situation and you'd like to say something like this on the page, and your brain just goes blank. You just there's a short circuit or something. Your brain just stops thinking. Is that right?
For these situations, my brain is thinking.
Because two things happen to me. Two things happen to me in these situations. Either my brain gives me words or phrases in a different language. So, like if I'm trying to speak Portuguese and something like this happens, my brain might give me English, or my brain might give me Spanish. It's the wrong language. That's one thing that happens to me. The other thing that happens to me is My brain just goes blank.
Uh, but you don't confuse when you speak in English.
No, in English I do pretty well. I mean, sometimes there are days I'm tired and I have trouble. There are, but yeah, usually not. That is
But you
real.
confuse when you speak, for example, in Portuguese.
I'll
You
definitely get
confuse.
confused. Yeah, I will get confused in Portuguese because I only studied 1 year, and that was 25 years ago. I don't remember very well. So
Mm.
when I get to a situation like this, I'm trying to calculate. I am with Portuguese and this stuff. I am. It's You can see my eyes. You can see me calculating as I'm trying to talk. Yeah, in Portuguese, and a lot of times I'm saying it to myself in Spanish and trying to quickly calculate it into Portuguese, and when it's something complicated. Um, and a lot of times it's like, okay, I give up. I think you guys know what I mean. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't, I don't have to
you stop. You, you stop the conversation and you.
I don't have to take an exam. I don't have to figure it out. I can, I can let it go and I can go figure that out next year, next month. I don't need to get it right today. You're going to have an exam, right? You might feel like you need to figure it out now. I don't have to. I can figure it out next month. Pretty much people will understand, you know. They'll laugh, yeah, you're having trouble, okay, whatever, and continue, right? I don't have to have an exam. So, yeah, I can say, I don't want to.
Okay, okay. Um. Well, today the topic is boring.
Well, it kind of is, but I think this is a good example because if you had an exam on this in 3 days, it'd be stressful and really hard. Um, are you going to do what I suggested, please? Read these 2 pages twice a day, every day, until you guys study this.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Yes, I I will read.
Good. And you understand, your brain is just going to absorb.
Yeah, yeah. Because today I will learn. Today I was learning about fables,
Okay, fables.
but fables. But I catch a 60% of the text, 60% maybe.
Okay.
But it it worked. I I catch some words.
When the things you don't understand, does that bother you, or are you okay just reading and understanding more or less?
O sea, si lo vuelvo a leer otra vuelta,
No, no. Does it bother you when you can't understand everything? Does that bother you?
I don't catch the words butter.
Bother.
What word is it?
Bother.
Uh, I don't know what mean is.
Okay. I'm going to add that to my notes.
Okay,
Okay.
butter. Well, I look for in Google Translate.
Okay. Well, I can I can Google Translator it for you.
Mantequilla, dice.
No, because you're pronouncing it wrong and spelling it wrong.
You say B-U-T.
No,
Butter.
no. B
Well,
Bother.
Bother. E-R.
Yep, better. ¿Te molesta cuando no puedes entender
Ah,
todo?
don't bother. Don't bother. No, no, I don't. Foolish. Foolish es tonto. No, no me molesta.
Okay.
¿Cómo me dices? No me molesta.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't bother. Sorry, I don't bother. I don't bother.
Well, that's different. Um, there's two things. It doesn't bother you, so then you don't bother to look the words up. The two different things. That's a phrasal verb. Um, okay, so there's a number. This is a good topic here. You said butter, so you pronounced it incorrectly. Then you spelled it wrong because of how you pronounced it, and you looked up the wrong word, right? Now you're pronouncing it a little bit incorrectly, so you're likely to spell it wrong again because you're not pronouncing it properly. It's bother, and you're saying it as if it's like two D's, bother, rather than bother.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear that?
Bother.
Can you hear that? Can you hear the difference if I say bother and bother?
Yes, I can. I can hear.
Okay, good.
You say bother and but I don't pronounce good bad. You
It's
pronounce.
there's a bit of difference too, the way you're saying your O. I think I'm not sure if it's longer. Hang on just a minute. Give me a minute.
Okay. Um.
Okay. Cool. Which dictionary is that?
No, there. This is a Google Translate.
It's Google Translator. Okay. I like word reference also. Word reference is really good for that as well.
Okay, but I more use Google Translate for only translate words, but not phrases, because sometimes Google Translate runs.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. It's helpful. It gives you a good idea. Yeah, it gives you an idea. Okay, well, I need to run. Yeah, today was kind of boring, but I'm seeing some stuff we can work on for pronunciation, and I came up with a couple phrases. So um, I'll send these notes over to you. The stuff that I heard today. Um,
Butter, 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 butter.
that sounds more like butter, manteca, than anything else. Say brother.
Brother.
Okay. Again, it sounds like you're saying brudder, brother.
Brother.
Okay.
Brother.
Okay.
Brother and
Let's.
butter.
I think
Butter.
this sounds like a good topic for our next session. What do you think?
Butter.
I have to go. I got to go hop in the car and go drive. Good luck with those. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hasta luego.
See you. See you. Hasta luego. You say hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Ah.
Hasta
That is
luego.
Portuguese.
That is Portuguese. Yes.
Uh, yeah, see you tomorrow.
They'll also
Well,
some, they'll also sometimes just say ate, hasta.
okay. But tomorrow what topic talking?
Let's talk pronunciation. Let's find things that you're having trouble with pronunciation and just make kind of a list.
Okay, okay. And then I preparing
Well,
butter,
yeah,
jumping jack.
yes, exactly. Ciao.
Yeah, see you.